My name is Anthony Williams. I'm the Chief Technology Officer for Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science in Los Angeles. Mostly what I do is the business side of Charles Drew for technology. We have actually 4 colleges now. We have College of Science and Health, College of Medicine, we have a PA program, as well as School of Nursing. We actually service students who are working on being in the medical field. It can be from a nursing standpoint, becoming a doctor, a pediatrician. It can be in any realm of medicine. Charles R. Drew, I've been a customer for about 2 years now. Before that, I was at another company. I was a customer there for a few years, starting off with backup and recovery. Our backup environment before we engaged with MR2, we didn't have one. Completely no backup solution at all. We hadn't had one for over 5 years. We had a power outage. We lost data, our email system went down, so we didn't have a backup for it, so we almost pretty much started from scratch. So then after having conversations with MR2, we looked at it from 2 standpoints, and that's to have a backup as well as disaster recovery. Actually, MR2 has been a big help to Charles R. Drew. First, when I first came there, we didn't have a backup plan or backup software or any type of appliance that would actually back up our data. Currently, we now are using Dell Aperture. It was presented to us by MR2 in a couple aspects, from a DR perspective as well as a backup perspective. See, when we first engaged with MR2 and Dell, we were actually looking at a different solution. For them to come in and give us the high-level details of it, especially from my level, and me be able to present it to executives, worked out very good. And then the staff, my current staff, they hadn't had any background into the Dell solution. The other solution we had, my staff had more experience in. And doing the presentation of Dell and as well as MR2 worked out very well. And before we purchased it, we understood exactly how it was going to benefit us, as well as the support we were going to get from both sides of it. I think in the past 2 years we've looked at MR2 as more than just a person who we're buying applications and hardware from. They've actually been there for us in deep conversation, working on as far as budgeting, being able to bring those numbers to the table. And we even engaged with them in another project, which is our wireless project, which has been mostly focused on the student side of it, because that's how the students get access to us. So bringing MR2 in from a high level, and even from our exchange now, we're looking at them for exchange as well. So having them come in and help us with these different projects has been more than just more than a person that came in, sold us a project and walked away. They've been here for the last 2 years, and hopefully we'll continue that. Looking at other customers who can be potential customers of MR2, I would probably suggest them from different levels. Not just the level of support, not just the level of people, engineers knowing what they're doing, but also that friendship. A lot of times when you engage with a partner or anybody, they don't come in and want to understand your business. Because we're educational, we want them to understand our business, because the more MR2 understands our business, the better we can collaborate on different types of projects. A lot of times when you can have a relationship and have a conversation with somebody, a good conversation, and then if they're involved in your meetings and they deep dive into not just hearing what they can sell us, hearing how they can solve problems that we may have on a daily basis, is always the key.